We don't have to find a question.
Oh, we don't have to find a question.
No, I think the video, I think we should just have conversations and put that in front of it. Distribution days. You know, if you've ever finished your day and you feel super burnt out, this video is for you. If you've ever felt like you don't have any balance in your life, if you feel like you go from working with customers or working on product to then trying to hustle and do sales, that's what I want to share with you guys today is this concept called distribution days, because I really think that it'll allow you to structure and create a better way of approaching your business so that you don't get into these states. Because if you think about where you're at and where you want to get to, most entrepreneurs, instead of staying in the high performance lane, which is like good to great, they keep going to good, they hit that top ceiling, they're like, I want to do great, they get to great, and then they bounce all the way down to bad, and then they gotta like hustle to get back up, and then once they get to good, they do the great thing again. You know, maybe you've done this with your physical fitness or your business, and it's like, I don't understand why you can't just like design the approach, design the system to always replenish, right? I really think there's an opportunity for you to build in the recharge, for you to understand how to design your week so that it doesn't feel taxing. So you don't always have to have these conversations with people that you care about and say, hey, I gotta work late or whatever, and have enough spare time to actually thinking time, right? Keith Cunningham, incredible business mentor and strategist, talks about the value of thinking time, right? Where do you find that in your schedule? So what I want to share with you guys is these 3 distribution days, these buckets that if you wanted to, you could look at the 7 days you have in your week and really design a better way to approach your business. Because I don't know about you, but as you grow, wouldn't it be nice to have more time back? Right? So that it's not about just hustling. And I know some people are into that. That's cool. It's not my style. I want my business to be more profitable and to have more time back in my week to choose what I do. So if you're not even able to execute this strategy I'm going to share with you, then that's probably a symptom or an inclination that you got to change something. So the first day of distribution days is the money day. Everything that you need to do to grow the top line of your business, the income, your revenue, your sales, you should put in the money day. If it's marketing, if it's calling customers, if it's working on partnerships, if it's re-merchandising, whatever it is for your business, put it in the money day. Make sure that you have 8 hours or 12 or 16, because some of you guys are crazy and you work a lot, but just put it all in one day so you don't have to worry about it. Because you need to create the space. And I'm going to share with you guys why the space is so important. But you know, I remember I was in the studio one day with my buddy Martin, and he was talking about shooting videos and the ability to pause and take a second and create that space in the narrative, because he goes, if you're always pegged at 100%, then you don't have the fluctuations. If you think about life, if you're always happy, okay, and there was no challenges, that would get boring very fast. Many entrepreneurs actually have great things going on in their business and they get bored and they throw hand grenades, okay? So you know what I'm talking about. But the space to be able to go from, you know, super intense to being able to think is no different than in music, right? And Martin shared with me the song by Coldplay, Fix You, right? And he sang the song. I'm not going to embarrass myself by trying to sing this to you right now, but he sang the song and he's like, he gave me the lyrics fast, like chipmunk style, like, na 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 na, and he just goes. And then he goes, now here's how the song's actually played. And he's like, na 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 na. And he paused. And then he went over again. And he goes, it's in those moments of pausing, of silence, of space, that really things can come together that makes it such a powerful song. And I think this is true for your business. And some of you guys have already lost you, I get it, but stay with me to the end, because I'm going to share with you guys how to build and design that into your life. You know, recently I had the pleasure of going to Peru and working with a guy named Philip McKernan. And one of the things that he invited us, that's Philip's word for challenge is invite. He invited us to not use our cell phones, not read books, not bring our Kindles while we went and went on excursions. I mean, we were blessed to go visit a bunch of orphanages in Peru. Then we went hiking in the Andes. It was an incredible experience. And the whole time he asked us to disconnect and to be present and to think. And that was when I realized the power of creating that space, of how that could show up in your life to allow you to be a better person for your family, for your friends, for your coworkers, as a leader. And I think that's what's important about these distribution days. So number one, the first day you need to figure out is the money day. You need to make sure the business is healthy. You need to make sure there's top line revenue. You need to be focusing on marketing and sales. The money day. The next one is management days, right? What are the days that I'm going to commit to where I go in and it's the strategic thinking, it's the team meetings, it's the coaching, it's the leadership, it's the recruiting. It's all things that are important to the operations of the business, but aren't necessarily directly correlated to top line revenue, the money days. Having that in your calendar to know that, hey, you know what, we need to hire a new person. Let me cue that up for my management day, right? It teaches people how to treat, because I think one of the biggest challenges for entrepreneurs is that they say yes to everything. They run their business by got a minute, got a minute, got a minute, yes, got a minute, hey, do you got a minute? Look, you don't have a minute, because if you give that person that minute, you're not taking it for yourself. And I would argue, and maybe you've experienced this, that taking that time for yourself is going to allow you to be a better person. So first is money days, then management. The third day, which I think is the one that's going to be the hardest for a lot of you guys to hearing this to implement, is mission days. Mission days is that white space. It's the time to think. It's sitting there and not working on your spreadsheets or your strategy deck or whatever it is. It's actually saying, you know what, I built this business for a purpose, because I have a mission in life to impact, to support, to give back to my community. And you know, if you're stuck and like, what would I do at a mission day? Look, read, journal. Here's the big one. Go for a walk in the woods. What? Yeah, that's what I'm telling you to do. I'm asking you to give yourself the permission to go for a 2-hour hike in the woods, a walk. Go find a nature trail. Go find a good loop, 6, 7, 8 miles or whatever it is. I don't know. I'm a kilometer guy. I'm Canadian. But give yourself permission to go think. Don't bring your iPod listening to this. I'm giving you permission to turn off the damn Martell content or any other podcasts or audiobooks and just go be with you. Mission days. Look, if you just looked at a 7-day window and said, you know what, Mondays are money days, Tuesdays are management days, Wednesdays are more money days, Thursdays are management days, and then Fridays are money days, and then the weekends are mission days, that's a great start. But some of you guys are working weekends. Some of you guys don't have the structure and the discipline to build that into your business. That is my challenge to you. That's my invitation, as Philip would say, to really look at how you create the space in your life to add more juice, to add more color, to make it higher definition so that the business is not draining you, but really serving you. That is my hope for you. I hope this video finds you incredibly well. As per usual, I want to challenge you to live a bigger life and a bigger business, and I'll see you next Monday. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and also I'd encourage you to join my newsletter where I share exclusive invites to events and other free training programs. And if you're ready to get going, I got a couple videos queued up for you. I'll see you next Monday.